this number.
So you could do donuts in the Accord, but you can't do donuts in this?
No, I'm saying it's tighter.
Oh, okay.
The radius is smaller.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a tighter turn.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can do. Ooh, no, I don't want that. That's the highway.
Whoa.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 1 of the Talking Shift Show. I am your co-host Sean,
And I'm Rick.
and today we are in the beautiful downtown Boston, Massachusetts, and we are driving my 2006 Honda S2000. Rick, you used to own an S2000, right?
I did.
You ever regret
Yes.
getting rid of the car?
Absolutely. Almost
Yeah.
every single day. I mean, for me, like, I bought a 2004 Rio Yellow S2000. Obviously, it's an AP2. And I bought it when I had moved down to Miami, which was like it's kind of like the cheesy, stereotypical, oh, you know, it's down south, it's Miami, it's flashy, it's yellow, yada, yada, yada. But, like, the car itself was a dream. And, yeah, I regret getting rid of it every day.
That's how it feels driving this thing, man. It's literally a dream every time I drive it.
What was the first thing that I told you when I got in the car?
You're like, oh, I miss this thing, I miss it.
What else did I comment on?
I don't remember. What was it?
The scent.
Oh.
Dude,
Yeah, that's true.
Look, unless you've driven or sat in an S2000, I cannot explain it to you. They all smell the same.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the one that you sat in, the one that was here in Boston, not this one, because this one he actually had.
The blue one that I didn't buy, the rusted out one?
Yeah, so I don't know if that one smelled like this, because I didn't get to sit in it. I don't know if it reminded you of it at all, but like, they all have the same scent. I don't know if it's the materials that they use, maybe it's the dash, maybe it's the seats, I don't know. But
even after like 15 to 20 years, they
all smell the same. It's the craziest thing. I've been in maybe like 3 or 4 different ones now, and that's AP1s and AP2s. They all smell the same.
Yeah. You know what it smells like to me? It smells like what cars used to smell like. I don't know. It's like, it smells like, if I was to put it in a phrase, it smells like, oh, they don't make them like this anymore. Like, that's what it smells like.
You're trash.
Like, it's like, oh, they don't make cars like this anymore, and it smells like that.
I mean, they don't, but like, I think again that you could probably say it's because of the materials, right? Like, I think they don't use these materials anymore in cars. This is like a cheaper. It's like a plastic, or it's like a rubber plastic texture.
Yeah.
And I mean, nowadays cars cost more money, so people expect more. So materials cost more, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it reminds me of older Hondas. I know it's not old.
Older Hondas or older cars?
It's like older Hondas, I guess.
So you think it's like a Honda smell?
I don't know if it's a Honda smell, but I'm just so familiar with Hondas.
I had a 2001 Cobra that I don't think smelled anything like this.
So maybe it is a Honda thing. You had a 2001 Cobra?
I did. I had a 2001 Cobra for like 6 months, and then I blew the motor.
Was that the one in Cali?
There was the one in Cali.
San Diego?
So I got it in Orlando, and then I transported it to Cali. Also manual. Only ever manual.
Save the manuals. Hashtag save the manuals.
Hashtag save the manuals.
Yeah, man.
Yo, do you remember when we came here to the underground car meet for Mass Tuning?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right there.
This is Post Office Square in downtown. I remember that. This was like one of the first ones we went to, and that was like, I was like, I gotta get a car. I gotta get like a car guy car.
Yeah.
Because of that red light.
Yeah. What I had back then? I think
you had the white SI.
The white SI. It wasn't Silver Surfer at that point. I had the white SI, 2013 coupe.
Wait, no. Oh yeah,
yes,
that is.
1,000%.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember we were there and we thought we saw the silver SI you used to have, the Silver Surfer. We were like, is that Silver Surfer? Remember?
I do.
Because it looked just like the one you had. It had the red badges.
Had the Mugen window.
Now look, listen.
What do you call those?
Listen, the SI. Still don't know why you sold that car. I want an SI.
All right, so the SI for me, it wasn't. I didn't pick the car, so I took over that car. I took over my brother's auto loan payments, and then I moved it over to my name. But I didn't pick the car from the get-go. If I was gonna pick a car, I wanted something newer. I wanted, you know, a coupe. I prefer coupes. I wanted navigation, and I wanted white. I think silver's a very basic color, but I guess white's also a very basic color now too.
I don't really like silver, and this is a silver S2000, but I love the S2000 enough that I can forgive it for being silver.
You can always wrap it too.
Yeah, I could wrap it. I don't know if I will. Maybe I want it to be wrapped white.
I mean, the better point though is that you got a great deal in the car. You got a great car. So I mean, for the condition that you got it in, if you want to tell them a little bit about the car itself.
I got this from Houston, Texas, shipped it to Boston, and it was in great shape. I was actually really worried because I was like, I'm shipping a car, I'm not really seeing it. It was in the middle of quarantine and all this stuff. So it's not like I could go and see it or fly to Houston to see it. But I was just like, I need an S2000. I'm not gonna get one in Massachusetts, right? Because they're rusted out. Everything is just rusted out. And they're asking for way too much. So now I kept calling, I kept like emailing the guy, can you show me the underbody? Can you show me this? Can you show me that? And he was sending me this stuff. I asked for the records so I can see like the Carfax and the service history and the end-to-end bumper-to-bumper inspection and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is a good car. Let me just pull the trigger on this. I got the loan approved, paid the guy, got it shipped, and I was still like, oh no, what if I freaking screw this up? Like, what if I just ruin everything? But it turned out good, man. It turned out everything's great on this thing.
Who found you this car? Good.
This guy.
Good guy.
Found me.
Good guy.
This guy found me. AP2 2006. So it was exactly what I wanted. The only downside was that it was silver. The only thing I could complain about is that it was silver.
That's probably the only knock against it. But honestly, like, I feel like the black top. So for me, I don't like silver cars because too much silver looks terrible. For me.
Yeah.
I had a silver pickup truck that I loved because the pickup trucks just have a lot of black accenting.
Yeah.
And then I think this looks good, even though it's silver, because it has a black top. So I mean, I think it looks fine. I have no issues with it whatsoever. I think the silver's great. Would it be my number one color? No. I think number one color for me is obviously going to be Rio Yellow. I will get another Rio Yellow.
You gotta love Rio
That
Yellow.
Apex Blue that they did a very limited run on the 2009s.
Was that for the CR? Or was that just a...
It's a CR color.
Or if you find that, that's gonna be like 50 grand.
No, 150 grand.
No.
CRs go for way too much. They're beyond overpriced.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, they're
honestly,
overpriced.
even S2s today are starting to break the previous like price threshold. Because when I bought mine, I bought an 04.
Yeah.
I bought it in Miami, so I mean it's a cheaper state to live in. So I think costs of cars are a little bit lower. Not much, but I mean a little bit. It had 60,000 miles, and I paid $17,500 for it. So $17,500, 60,000 miles, not that bad. So
out taking it.
it was
but,
a 2004.
But it was great. Yeah.
2004 AP2. Hit it again. Hit it again. Honestly, stock exhaust for an 06 for an older car, like, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's really not bad.
I don't think I want to change it, honestly.
I'm not really for changing too much about these either. Like, they're great cars. The more that you change on them, the less value they hold. So that's always something that I worry about.
Yeah. I don't care about value.
Because you're gonna keep it.
I'm never gonna sell it.
That's fair.
But
I get it.
back to your 04. So you were saying
Bought it for $17,500, about 60,000 miles. When I got rid of it, it had 74,000 miles. But nowadays, like, I see the prices for a car similar to mine. I probably could have sold mine for a profit, honestly, if I would have held on to it for another 2-3 years.
I think you bought them when they were still.
It's like just before the pop.
Yeah. I
Just
don't know
before the
what
pop.
caused everyone to go, oh my god, I need to have these. I need to have these.
No idea.
I don't know if it was like all the YouTubers, the Doug DeMiros and stuff.
I don't
saying,
feel like they're big on YouTube though. I feel like I've only ever seen 1 or 2 big S2000 channels, and even still, like, they weren't primarily S2000 channels. Like, they were
See,
Dustin Williams,
Yeah.
who bought a S2K, but obviously he's known for the GTR. He's known for his WRX, and who else? TJ Hunt had one, obviously, but then he sold it. He bought it for Sabrina and then got rid of it.
I know Engineering Explained had one. Jason from Engineering Explained.
Don't even know who that is.
And there's a JDM channel I watch. A guy named Albo in Tokyo. He has one.
Does he speak English?
Yeah. He's a Canadian guy that moved to Tokyo.
Moved to Tokyo? Damn.
Yeah.
He's doing it up. I kind of respect it.
He got an AP1 out there, Rio Yellow. Beautiful,
No.
beautiful car.
Spy Yellow.
Oh, Spy Yellow. Okay.
AP1s only came in Spy Yellow. That was my biggest issue with the AP1. Absolutely. So one of my, like, biggest things is once I have my trading account sorted out,
Yeah.
and I've moved and I've relocated to a city where, you know, I can focus more on like taking care of a car and preserving a car, I want to get another S2000. That is like at the top of my list. That's the top.
Yes, bro.
I've been talking about it for forever. I'm gonna do it. The only other part of that too is you can't, I mean, unless you have like fantastic credit, you're not gonna finance an 04. So I'd probably go and finance like a Type R in the meantime. Or not in the meantime, I'm gonna keep the Type R as well, but like finance either a Type R, the new BRZ, the new 400Z, the new STI.
It's a lot of new, you know, we got a lot of stuff coming.
A lot of new cars, dude. Finally.
Oh, look at this, ND Miata, right?
Hey, nice.
A brother. Look, I wonder if he's gonna give me the honk. Miatas always give me like a wave or a honk or a thumbs up when I drive this car.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of and when I had my S2, if a Miata ever honked at me, I'd be like, Miata.
Why? They're cool.
Because it's an S2. S2s are superior, bro.
No, then it's just a car.
No, they're not.
It's just a car,
S2s
man.
aren't superior to the Miata.
No, honestly.
Has anyone ever said an
prefer-
S2 is a baby Miata?
No.
Has anyone ever said a Miata is a baby S2?
Yes, all the time. So doesn't mean it's inferior. It doesn't mean it's smaller.
I'm gonna go with
Look,
I'm gonna go with inferior.
it's just a smaller car. It's not always the size of the car that matters. It's how you use it.
All right, Trojan. I'm really enjoying the smell right now.
Look at this,
Wow,
GT4.
you're
Look at that
pretty.
GT4. We are on Newbury Street, aka
we're not.
Billionaires Road.
This ain't Newbury.
Isn't it Newbury?
No, Newbury is like 2 more over.
No, this is Newbury, isn't
No,
it?
it ain't. I haven't seen any shops.
Mate, I'm pretty sure this is Newbury. But we are in Back Bay.
We are
which
in Back
is
Bay.
The like richest neighborhood in Boston.
Tom Brady used to live here. Julian Edelman currently lives here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very rich, very expensive place to live.
See,
in Boston.
they look at cars like the S2K and they're like, huh, poverty.
This is
Unless you're a car guy. Unless you're like a car guy who knows what you're looking at.
this is Beacon Street, so it's even more rich because this goes straight into Beacon Hill. Well, it starts at Beacon Hill, and everybody knows Beacon Hill. But yeah, this is like
I'm
rich,
just a bill
This is
on
rich.
Capitol Hill.
rich town right here, Billionaires Row.
Alright, this ain't Billionaires Row.
Oh yeah, it is. What do you think the Billionaires Row?
No shot. That's Chestnut Hill.
Maybe. Yeah.
Chestnut Hill, for sure.
Chestnut Hill is like,
They have gates
It's
and
more
then they have
suburban.
long roads that lead to their house.
yeah, but billionaires live in apartments and condos too. And that's where they would come. This is where they would live when they need to be in the city.
Maybe millionaires.
Like,
Maybe millionaires are here.
Like, what's that guy's name? Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah. I love that
Doesn't he
guy.
have a place around his neighborhood too?
I don't
He
know.
always says he has
I've never known they had a place
he has
there.
a home in Boston around here, and then he has a place in
Mucho wow.
like Toronto and stuff. But yeah,
In the 6?
he's from Toronto. Isn't he?
Is he?
Or somewhere in Canada. He's from Canada.
That's a Z1000.
Z1000.
Kawasaki Z1000.
Newbury Street.
I want to get another motorcycle for sure. We saw a super dope brand new 2020 BMW S1000RR, and those things are just pieces of art. Machinery. The golden standard for super sport bikes.
I've heard of them. Pretty neat.
I need
What's
another
going
bike,
on over
man.
here?
I need another bike. I have no idea. Maybe they're doing pickup, curbside pickup.
So, bro, did you get rid of your Jeep?
No.
What's the deal with the Jeep?
So I currently owe $23K on my Jeep.
Yeah.
I think I can get anywhere between 20 to 21 for it. I honestly don't know. I really wanted to go get it done this week. I was gonna go get it done this week, and now I'm just
Yeah, I
like
thought
kind of
you did.
hesitant.
You know, if I knew that, I would have told you to come to Worcester instead of making me come into the city because, boy,
Yeah. Yeah.
coming into the city of Boston is a nightmare. I don't know what year it really stopped. Like what year was really when it cut off. But there was a time when Honda was just
Pushing it.
killing it, man. They were just crushing it.
2012.
Yeah?
In 2012, they switched from the FA5 to the
2.4 liter 9th gen, right?
Yeah, the 9th gen. I'm trying to remember what the chassis was.
Audi
for it.
R8.
The Supra!
That,
Bro, is that a Supra?
Yes, that's a Supra. Let's go over there. Let's say hi. Not hi, but let's That's Hoonigan with that.
I love your Supra. Oh my God, that's that right there is one of my dream cars. I tell you guys right now, I want an STI, I want a Type R, I want the BRZ, but if they gave me a Supra with the manual,
yeah, manual Supra, I would
skip everything. I would skip every single car for a manual
Mark
Supra.
5 Supra with a stick shift, I could die happy with that.
Oh, fly by.
There was a time when Honda was just making in my opinion, among the best cars ever made.
I think the end of the 8th gen was the death of
end of their golden
Honda's
Honda's prime.
Honda's competitiveness. Oh yeah. Daddy's home. Honda, I don't know, I feel like there was that whole push that Honda committed to where I think it was called Earth Power, where they said, all right, we're gonna Earth Dreams, one of those things. Yeah. They said, hey, we're gonna start focusing on, being eco-friendly, and we're gonna start complying to all these different emissions, yada yada yada, blue. And I think that was the death of Honda being competitive.
First of all, I still love
such a smooth shift.
Still love Hondas.
Yeah, well, obviously the Type R.
It's no, not just the Type R. Well, the Type R, first of all, yes, don't want to ignore the Type R. Awesome car. The Accord 2.0 though,
yeah,
underrated beast of a car. In fact, Honda has been making awesome Accords for a while. I think Honda's really had their Accord game on lock for a long time. But
I don't even know what the speed limit is there.
It's like 30, maybe 20, 25 to 30.
He said it's like 30, maybe. Yo, this car, honestly, like, it doesn't do the driving for you, but like, it's so good. Like, you just get in and it drives like a glove. It drives like a glove, dude. Like a dream come true.
Yeah, it is, man. I'm telling you. This is one of the best cars ever made. And maybe I'm just hyped, maybe I'm being biased or I'm being a little dramatic. But as a driver's car, this is one of the best. I
don't think you're being dramatic. I think this is like, it's a piece of Japanese history, dude. Not even just Japanese history, automotive history.
Oh yeah.
I was actually reading today, not kidding, not for the video. I was reading today that Honda is starting a program where they will restore old NSXs. Restore to like factory specs. Factory condition.
That's
so
pretty cool.
I think at some point that's gonna come for the S2K too.
Well, there's been a lot of, I don't know what to call them, not really rumors, but like talks from Honda about them thinking about bringing in new parts for the S2000, like new
they
OEM quality, OEM fitting, like OEM quality.
I thought they
parts.
did make a new 2020 bumper.
Yeah, but they're not. They made a new 2020 bumper.
Parts? You're talking like restorative parts, like
I'm
new
thinking about more
and
stuff similar to the bumper. How they have the new 2020 bumper.
Yeah,
something in that kind of language, like in that kind of fashion. They're going to do more of that for the car. So you'll have OEM fitting parts.
Mazda does it.
New 2020 like quality stuff.
Mazda does it, and they do it for the Miata. They do it for NA Miatas, NMB.
This is big because a lot of S2000 parts, believe it or not, are discontinued.
And a lot of S2Ks are beat to shit.
Yeah. A lot of S2K parts are discontinued. Like finding a front lip. I was trying to buy a front one from Honda.
Yeah.
OEM, no more front lips.
That's brutal. Yeah.
And now there are other things like that too that are discontinued, and
you can go for a Mugen lip.
I can go for a used Mugen lip. Toyota just threw us a bone. Because everybody's been saying, when are we gonna get another Supra? When are we gonna get another Supra? Come on, Toyota, we want another Supra. Everyone's been talking about it. Talk about it. Famous YouTubers have talked about it. Journalists, auto journalists have asked questions at different auto shows and press conferences and stuff. It's been asked, so I think that's why they did it. Now, the reason why they went with BMW and they went with the ZF transmissions, ZF makes a lot of BMW transmissions. They make transmissions for BMW a lot, and they have a lot of BMW engines and transmission matings. It's usually with a ZF automatic. So I get that. I think they did that just because they don't think anyone's going to buy the stick shift and they didn't want to take risks. I think that's why Toyota did it.
no one would buy.
Which is kind of
stick shift?
disappointing. I think they did it because of that. They don't want to take the risk because it's a sports car. And people already don't use sports cars as much.
They don't even offer it as like a CTO. Hey, STI. Yeah, they don't even offer it as like a custom order option. Like, at the very least, at the bare minimum, the 400Z is gonna come out and it's gonna have manual.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying produce every Supra in automatic.
I really think it is just Toyota being risk averse. Because think about it, when I think about sports cars or enthusiast offerings they have now, there's only two, right? There's the 86 and the Supra.
Yep.
Both of those cars have an outsourced powertrain.
Yeah.
With the Supra, the entire powertrain is outsourced. With the 86, the engine is. I think Toyota makes the transmission, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that. But I think it's just Toyota being risk averse. They're literally just like, we're not going to take the risk. With Toyota, we have a huge market cap. We're one of the largest car companies on the planet. And they're just playing things safe. Every car they make, they play it safe. A Supra, it's a niche market, a proper niche. And to also put a stick shift in there, you're making even more niche. And I think they just weren't trying to do that. So they outsourced the engine, they outsourced the transmission, and it's automatic because they were like, people aren't buying manuals. And it's true, people are not buying manuals. Even the people who say save the manuals are not buying manuals. Like you, huh?
The Renegade.
With your Fiat 500L.
The Renegade made sense at first.
It's a Fiat 500L.
The Renegade
What's that, a CVT?
made sense. No, it's not. It's an 8-speed automatic.
Oh, 8-speed automatic. Oh.
The Renegade made sense at first.
You could have gotten a manual Renegade. They make those.
No, they
now.
don't. They don't. I told you, they discontinued the manual Renegade back in 2018.
Closing thoughts on the S2000, on cars in general.
I was say closing thoughts on cars in general. I mean, this is kind of the format that you guys can come to expect. There's going to be wild and outlandish conversation. Usually, I mean, around like one main topic, but like we might veer off a little bit here and there. And obviously, you know, STI, 400Z, BRZ, all these different cars. It makes sense to talk about them too.
So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. You know, hope you guys like this content. We're gonna have a lot more coming out soon. Please remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
And if you ever get the chance to, make sure you drive an S2000.
Yeah, drive an S2000, buy an S2000 because the value's going up. And yeah, man, it's like no other car. The driving experience is like none other. Peace.